guys? Tyler here. RC Drag Talk back again.
And Ashley, his wife.
Got the wife with me today. Today we're just going to be going over the Vegas race, a little recap, talk about how it went, what we thought, right?
Answer some questions.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
First off, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out. All 42 racers, all their families, everybody that was hanging out in the parking lot. We'd like to give a big thank you to Proline for making the trip out just to spectate and check out what we were doing. Big thank you to the guys over at Team Associated for coming out to not only show off their RTR car but to participate in the race.
Bombshells.
Yep, RC Bombshells came out to support us and had a couple of his cars on display as well as for sale. No. Also, a couple of the tracks in Vegas caught word of what we were doing and local hobby shops, and they were sending people over on race day. So if you guys are watching the videos right now, thank you to you guys for paying attention to what's going on locally in your area and supporting that. That's pretty rad. Next up, big thank you to the crew. First off, my lovely wife for doing everything she did. It wouldn't have ran like that if she wasn't there, I'll tell you that. And I originally told her that she could have just had a spa day while we were out playing in the parking lot. That didn't go well. So, thanks to her for coming and doing her thing.
Thank you, Coy, more importantly. If
you
want to talk about somebody who made this thing work.
Big thank you to Coy Roberts. If you guys don't know who that is, you should. Look him up on Facebook. Add him if you haven't already. He's a great guy, great ambassador to the hobby, fellow teammate for a lot of the sponsors that I have.
He runs the Arizona, Phoenix area NPRC, right?
Yes, he does, and he also runs the AZRZ Club. They do a lot more than drag racing. They do bashing, they do a long jump competition, they do a night where they go out with their cars all covered in Christmas lights and the holidays. They do a lot for their community in RC. You're a really rad dude. Thank you, Coy. Next up in the crew, we got the Schultzes, John and Jonathan. Big thank you to you guys, for everything you guys do for the hobby and for that race. Thank you. Tony, again, I'm not even going to try with your last name, man. I'm not going to butcher it just to embarrass you. So,
we'll probably embarrass ourselves.
Yeah, or myself, you know who you are. And thank you, brother. Appreciate everything. Thank you for handling the live feed for about an hour and a half during the race after you went out. Sorry about that, but, thank you for the help. We appreciate it. And Sean as well with the camera. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Who else? Tatum helped with the camera while we were live. I appreciate all you guys, man, for helping with the camera work that day. Who else? Philip Stab and Michael Hahn from Colorado. You guys helped me out a lot as well. Trying to bring out your racers and everything from out in your area. I appreciate it.
I know. John was interviewing people. That made things at least a lot more interesting and made the downtime go by really well. John Schultz.
That's it. I covered everyone. And, yeah. So, sorry guys.
Hey, at least you know it's real.
This one's not getting edited. I'm literally just for filming it. I'm going to go upstairs and upload it and hit send. So, this is what you're getting. The cars. It was really cool to see all the different stuff from around the country that people, were building and bringing to race competitively for money. We had a lot of different style cars out there. We had, a Pro Mod style car with the back cut out. We had full scale cars with parachutes and stuff. We had guys running dirt tires because that's what they do where they're from, and it works for them. It was really wild just to see the different type of cars from all over the area.
Not just that, some of the paint that people had done on their work, I mean...
Yeah, some of the wild paint jobs for sure. You could tell that this is their thing and this is what they take pride in, and that's very cool.
A lot of you had very beautiful cars.
Yep. The competition. The competition was real fierce. All 42 of you guys came with a real competitive car. I didn't think anybody was, a slouch, quote unquote, as we call it in the industry. It was everybody had to put up their all to win that race, I feel.
Even our youngest competitor had a very awesome.
Yeah, shout out to
Carson.
Carson. He is, I believe, 12 years old, man. He came. He had one of these full-scale cars. He had exhaust pipes with Lego flames in it that lit up as the car goes down the track, and I think a turbo mounted out of the hood, and just all-out wild car. So it was pretty cool to see, someone like that come and put up his money and try to compete. It was pretty wild, pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's it. The goal with this race. The goal with this race all along has not been for the beginners or, to get people into this hobby. This race is for people who've already been doing this, or for the person on the internet who wants to go and talk crap like they're the fastest.
Let's face it, I won't be out there racing any day soon.
Yeah, this race was meant to bring out those people and put it all on the line and find out. So, as it sits, 42 of you guys did in the country, and the way I see it, 42 of you guys are the ones that can claim to be part of the fastest in the nation. You at least showed up and tried to prove it and put it on the line. Congratulations to Ricky. He won the whole event. Jeff McDowell took second place. The split for them, since we had 42 racers, was $4,200. So the split was $3,780 to
$420.
And to Ricky, and $420 to Jeff. So those guys definitely, got their money's worth out of the race. It took about 3 hours in a parking lot to handle 42 racers and get this done and over with. Every single car went through tech, which there was some things I'm not really going to get into, but next year it's going to be a lot tighter. It's going to be a little different. Thank you guys for all sticking to the rules that were supplied. Nobody was out of the box of rules that we were supplied, other than a little bit of high voltage, which is quickly and easily taken care of.
I also want to say thank you to all of you for being so patient with me and remembering the names and the chips and everything. You guys are all very kind about it. I do appreciate that. It's hard doing these things, let alone when I'm not a part of it.
Yeah, and a big shout out to everybody who traveled far. I mean,
Sonoma came from 10 hours.
Yeah, Sonoma. We had people from Oklahoma. We had a big group of guys from Hawaii. Came, supported, had great hospitality. They hooked me and Coy up with shirts. They hooked the wife up with a Starbucks cup that she's ecstatic about. Looks like a pineapple. She loves it.
Arizona.
But, Arizona guys, we had
the local
6 or 7 guys from Nevada that didn't do this before I announced the race. So 6 months ago when I announced the race, they all went and built cars just for this race. And that's wild to think about.
Even a couple weeks ago, or a couple weeks before the race, they let us know, hey, there's an issue with the original place. We gotta move it up, and it actually ended up being a much better location.
Yeah. All thanks to those guys, doing some scouting for me and helping me out. Thank you guys, you know who you are. Okay, sorry about that, little technical difficulties. So that's it for the race. I'm gonna get into questions here about the race in a minute, but first up, I gotta give my boys out in Colorado a shout out. April 18th, they're having their King of the Hill race. This is pretty much the start of their season. It's a tournament style type of deal. You can work your way from the bottom back to the top and then lose it again and then work your way all the way back up to the top again. It's a whole day event. If you want more information on that, be sure to look up Colorado NPRC on Facebook, and you can find all the information there on the race. April 18th. And what else? What was our other next big announcement?
We picked
you guys,
race day.
Yeah, you guys keep asking already. When's the next race? When's the next race? When's the next race? For us, this is a annual thing, okay? This is what we want our version to be of the Super Nationals for prep track racing, or what the DNC is for the Nitro guys. It's what any RC club has one big year race. This is it. This is the one. We're trying to be the ones to host and promote that. If you guys feel differently, right on, good for you guys. But as far as out here in West Coast and another $100 buy-in put on by us, it will be next year, 2/27/21.
No, we do not know a location yet. We are going to be working on that. No, it will not be in the IKEA parking lot.
No, the location will be different from the last one. We're trying to keep it street and move the location every time. And there is a couple things we wanted to work on. We didn't have any idea 150 people were going to be out there. We thought it was going to be maybe 20 to 30 just grown men, not women, children, everything. So grown men can walk behind somewhere and, you know, do their thing. Women and children cannot. So we're already working on a restroom, as well as, you know, maybe a catering option for you guys to have something to eat while you're out there. So big things are coming. This was a first for us, but we do plan to have the next one bigger and better than this one was. Alright,
And
on
it
to the
couldn't have
questions.
been as good as it was without you guys. I don't know if you guys got how appreciative we are, but we really are so grateful, because I was teasing him maybe 2 nights before the event. Hey, what happens if only 5 of you show up?
Yeah.
So it's definitely was amazing to see how many of you guys showed up. So thank you. Now I'm going to start bugging him with all of your guys' Facebook questions. So Michael Hahn, Colorado, wants to know, now that you had time to breathe, because it's been a week.
Yeah, because that's enough time to breathe after this event.
What did you really like about it? What did you not like or could have improved on? And what will you change the next time you hold such an event? So I have an answer for you also.
Oh. Okay, so it was...
What did you like?
What did I like about it? Like I said, the best thing to me was just seeing everybody's take on what this style car is. I mean, my biggest enjoyment of this hobby is seeing everybody enjoy it. So I don't get shit out of driving these cars, to tell you guys the truth. I get out of capturing them and capturing people in the moment enjoying their car. So that was probably, to me, the biggest thing, was watching 42 like-minded people have probably the time of their life playing with a toy car.
What didn't you like?
The no restroom. That was probably the biggest thing I didn't like about the whole deal, that I just slipped my mind, because I'm a dude and that's the last thing we think about.
That's my fault. I yelled at him.
Yeah.
What could you improve upon?
What could we improve upon?
I think the whole tech process you were talking about that you wanted to kind of change.
Yeah, I kind of just want to tighten up tech, as well as maybe our booth setup. You know, I think I'm going to put a little different setup going for Coy and her to be in. Like, you know, maybe an enclosed setup and they're through a window that you guys can't block. You know, because there was some times where people were blocking the people that needed to see the track and what was happening right now.
And
so
we get that it's exciting.
We get it. That's street racing. That's what people do. They crowd the line. I mean, maybe we were set up a little too far back, but just looking forward, that's what we're looking at, is just having a little tighter system on the tech process and everything for running the race.
And changes for next time you hold an event. I think we went over that.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I liked afterwards was how excited everybody was. There was definitely a feeling of, it didn't matter where you were from, even when you lost, it was like, wow, this really did just happen. Something I didn't like was, I hate to say it guys, but there's been a lot of drama after the fact, but we're okay now, I think. But I didn't like seeing that there's grown men being sad over toy cars. Sorry, babe.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
I know.
You just didn't see it all before because you weren't tagged and in,
Yeah.
like friends with as many people in the. Cause you know,
Well, we have
let's
a family.
face it, you didn't even want to be a part of this until
You're right.
you had to be. So.
Right. But I think the hard part is that we have a family, and I've heard other racers talk about it, like, we have lives.
Yeah, so we could cover that now. I do get a shit ton of messages, a lot more than people would even understand. I get a lot of notifications, so if you guys tag me in something and I miss it, I'm sorry, I really am. That's something that if you guys don't see me within a couple days, comment on it and you wanted me to, tag me again or send it to me personally, because there's so much shit that's been coming across. I've probably missed way more than half of it.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even see the stuff I tag him in. So
Yeah,
keep
so
tagging.
it's not personal, I promise you, and I do try to get to them all. It's just I do have to be a dad and a husband as well, and keep her happy, you know. So
Otherwise, there won't be any more events.
yeah, I hope you guys understand. This is majority sponsor number 1, 100%. So if she ain't happy, I ain't doing this. Plain and simple.
Okay, Nick Hill. Wheelie bar rule. Where is it going to be measured from? If it's 10 inches, is the piece itself, or is it from the wheelie bar wheel back to the frame or mounting points?
As of right now, we currently don't have a wheelie bar restriction. Alright, what's next before we lose this?
Adam Ross says, congratulations on a great event, listening to Tim Smith's podcast now, and was wondering if you could go over some of the controller and Tiken ESC settings for us looking to get into the no prep game or trying to set it up a notch.
Okay, I will, but I will do that in a video of its own. That's going to be like 30 or 40 minutes of me rambling on about how to do that. And my battery's about to die and she don't want to sit through that. So I'll get back to you, man.
Nick Hill, second question. Grace period when it's time to run. Normally at races it's 2 minutes. My ESC switch broke when it was my race on the line. Should I have asked for more time to get it turned on, or are we out? At that point, it eventually, it did eventually come on.
I mean, if we're talking, you know, for a final race and that just happens, yeah, I'd probably give you enough time to snip the wires and twist them together and get it to come on. You know, that's...
Randy Hubbard wants to know if you are going to race in the next one, go for the money. I say no. I think that's a conflict of interest.
No, I mean, I do most of my racing locally. This year I do plan to try to do a little bit more of heading up north, go race with the guys up at JJ's in San Jose. We plan to get out to Arizona a little bit and race with the guys over there. We'll see, man, you know, but as far as racing in the next cash days, no. Strictly running it and promoting it is my deal with that one. I put it on for you guys, man. I hope you can make it out and race.
Jake Rosen would like to know 2 questions. What do you think you can improve the experience for those watching from home? Go ahead and answer that one now. We need more help.
We're working on it, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of along the same lines as Tim. I don't think anybody knew this was going to be as big as what it ended up being, so part of that is my fault. I apologize for not being more prepared when it came to getting it out there for you guys. We are working on a production film for the race. I hope that makes sense. Coy has, I think he told me 100 gigabytes. That's alright. 100 gigabytes of film to send me, and I have probably 20 or 30 myself to go through. So that's gonna be, you know, probably about a month from now you'll see that video. This isn't gonna be a quick deal. That's gonna be a full production video. As far as making it better for you guys, I need help, man. I need somebody willing to dedicate their time for free to come out and film, man. That's it.
It actually looked like you answered his second part of the question on there, so we're gonna.
We can just move on then.
No, Matt, we did not imagine it being this big.
No, Matthew Housen, that's for you. No, we never imagined it being this big or getting this much positive attention from it after. It's incredible, man.
Ooh, John Schultz. How are you so sexy?
I'm not.
I would really like to know why John Schultz thinks so.
I'm not. I'm ugly, John.
Jake would like to say maybe it's because of your socks.
Maybe. Stars and bars, kids. Stars and bars.
I say it's because I dress them, but I don't. Oh, Philip, do you like your grapple pie warm or cold?
Warm. With ice cream on the side, man.
Sean. NPRC scale drivers and bodies. What have you all found that fit the Nova and Octane? Do you think other brands will start to make an interior for these bodies?
Yeah, man. So in the Nova right here, I got the bomber interior. I just cut it in half, right about where the center console is, and then I use styrene as like a false floor next to it. You know, you could put some little scale nitrous bottles or whatever up there. But yes, there is, from what I hear anyways, coming down the pipeline, you should see some aftermarket, we'll call it, RC companies coming out with some interior stuff and exterior stuff for these cars very, very soon. That's about all I can say for that right now, but just keep watching. No, just keep it rolling until it shuts off.
Okay, so Tony, I see your question. I'm not asking it. Brian would like to know what's your opinion on Hash House a Go-Go and a coupon code racing?
Ha! It's just that, man. Coupon code racing. And Hash a Go-Go that morning and those couple hours with that group of guys was probably one of the best times I've had in a long time. And
I never got my Dr. Pepper.
yeah, that sucks. But other than hanging out with you guys doing RC, that like hanging out outside of RC was just as fun and pretty incredible, man. Thanks for being there.
I see you, Stephanie. Thank you.
Alright, I better check it out. Because now that you said something, you have me worried that I'm gonna have to go back over all that.
Last question. Jay would like to know about that, the Hawaii boys and the Hawaii boy matchup. I fought him tooth and nail for that cup.
Those are great guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I don't have enough great things to say about the Hawaii guys. Great hospitality, great sportsmanship, great racers, everything, man. Just a great group of guys. How they match up, they held their own. They might have, you know, not made it to the finals, but they definitely held their own. I'm pretty sure that was proved in the grudge racing after. And by the amount of hardware you guys took home, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, man, shout out to you guys, and I hope you guys come back next year and race with us again.
Devin beat Tim.
Yeah.
Got a nice little trophy out of it.
He did. He took home a sweet little Max Amps battery because of it. Nothing else? We got nothing else?
We've had a trip that we have to plan.
Yeah, now we gotta go plan another trip for next year. So, thanks for watching, guys. That's it for this one. And till next time, stay rad. And shout out to all the sponsors. If you guys are looking for anything from maintenance material from Cal RC, make sure you use coupon code RC Drag Talk. It'll save you a checkout. Till then, see you next time. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.